Imagine waking up to the sound of your alarm clock, but instead of feeling that boost of energy and purpose, you find yourself flooded with thoughts. What do I have to do today? Will I be able to handle everything? Before you even get out of bed, you pick up your cell phone and are faced with a flood of messages, emails, and news that only increase the feeling of overload. Sound familiar? How many times have you started the day feeling anxious, distracted, or lacking energy? The truth is that for many people, mornings are a reflection of the mental and emotional clutter they carry with them. But what if I told you there was a way to transform this chaos into clarity, focus, and balance? In this video, we'll explore 10 Stoic practices for a powerful morning. These practices are based on ancient principles of Stoicism, a philosophy that teaches how to deal with life's adversities with wisdom, self-control, and resilience. And the best part, you don't need to be a philosopher or dedicate hours of your day to reap the benefits. These are simple but profoundly transformative habits that can be incorporated into your morning routine in just a few minutes. Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy, it is a practical tool for the modern world. In a time where we are constantly bombarded by information, distractions, and pressures, the teachings of thinkers such as Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus show us how to find inner peace and focus, even in the midst of chaos. But why focus on mornings? Because the way you start your day sets the tone for everything that comes after. An intentional, powerful morning can be the foundation for a productive, balanced, and purposeful day. And that's exactly what Stoic practices offer, a set of tools for you to start the day with mental clarity, emotional resilience, and confidence to face any challenge. Throughout this video, you will discover how small changes to your morning routine can generate big changes in your life. Ready to get started? Let's go! We live in a world that never stops. From the moment we open our eyes, we are bombarded by stimuli, cell phone notifications, endless to-do lists, worries about work, family, the day's commitments. For many people, the morning is not a time of peace, but rather a race against time. Imagine waking up and, before you even take the first sip of coffee, you're already checking emails, answering messages, or mentally planning how to solve problems that haven't even happened yet. This scenario is more common than you might think. Technology, which should make our lives easier, often becomes a source of distraction and stress. Instead of starting the day with calm and intention, we start on autopilot, reacting to external demands without any sense of control. And the worst thing is that this habit has a domino effect. When you start the day overwhelmed, it is much more difficult to maintain focus, productivity, and emotional balance throughout the following hours. Have you ever noticed how a day that starts off chaotic tends to stay that way? The problem goes beyond the lack of productivity. Starting your day without clarity and purpose can profoundly affect your mental and emotional health. Morning anxiety, for example, is a common symptom in those who live in this overload cycle. The feeling that there is always something urgent to be done, combined with the inability to prioritize what really matters, generates constant tension that can lead to burnout. Plus, when you don't have an intentional morning routine, you're more vulnerable to distractions. How many times have you found yourself wasting time on social media or getting involved in secondary tasks, while what really matters takes a back seat? This pattern not only reduces your efficiency, but also undermines your sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. And here's the central question. How do you expect to have an amazing day if you already start out lost and overwhelmed? The way you start your day is like the foundation of a building. If the foundation is weak, the entire structure is compromised. On the other hand, when you build a solid, intentional morning, everything that comes after flows with more ease and purpose. Before we dive into the practices, It's important to understand why Stoicism is so effective at transforming chaotic mornings into moments of power and clarity. Stoicism is not just a theoretical philosophy, it is a practical guide for life. It teaches us to focus on what is in our control and accept what is not. This mindset is especially helpful in the morning when our mind is most receptive and prepared. To set the tone for the day, the 10 practices we will explore are simple but profound. They don't require hours of dedication or complex tools. In fact, many of them can be done in just a few minutes while you drink your coffee or get ready for the day. The secret is in consistency and intention. By incorporating these practices into your morning routine, you will create a ritual that strengthens your mind, balances your emotions, and prepares you to face any challenge with confidence. Let's start with the first practice, which is the basis of all the others, the Stoic morning meditation. Practice 1. Stoic morning meditation. What is it? Stoic morning meditation is a reflective practice that helps you start your day with mental clarity and focus. Unlike some forms of meditation that seek to empty the mind, this practice invites you to reflect on what is in your control and what is not. This distinction is one of the pillars of Stoicism and is essential for cultivating serenity and emotional resilience. How to do it? Set aside 5 to 10 minutes. Choose a time right after waking up, before picking up your cell phone or engaging in other activities. 2. Find a quiet place. It can be in bed, in a comfortable chair, or even on the floor if you prefer. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Focus on your breathing for a few moments to calm your mind. Ask the Stoic questions. What is in my control today? What is not in my control? Reflect on your answers. Identify actions, thoughts, and attitudes that you can control and accept that which is beyond your control. Practical example. Imagine you have an important meeting at work. The traffic to get to the office is not in your control, but your punctuality and preparation are. Your colleague's opinion on your presentation is not under your control, but the quality of your work and your posture during the meeting are. By focusing on what you can control, you feel more prepared and less anxious. Benefits. Anxiety reduction. By identifying what is within your control, you free yourself from excessive worry about what you cannot change. Increased focus. This practice helps you direct your energy to what really matters, increasing your productivity and efficiency. Strengthening emotional resilience. By accepting what you cannot control, you develop a more serene and balanced mindset. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with just 5 minutes and gradually increase the time as you feel more comfortable. Use a journal to write down your reflections if you prefer. This can help you consolidate insights and track your progress. Combine this practice with other morning activities, like drinking coffee or stretching, to create a complete ritual. Inspirational phrase: some things are within our control, others are not. Epictetus. Practice. 2. Negative visualization. Premeditatio malorum. What is it? Negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, is a Stoic technique that involves imagining the worst possible scenarios for the day and how you would deal with them. Although it may seem counterintuitive, this practice is not about being pessimistic, but about mentally preparing yourself to face adversity calmly and rationally. How to do it? Choose a quiet time. Take a few minutes right after waking up or during your morning meditation. 2. Identify possible challenges. Think about 3 challenging situations that may arise in your day. Visualize the scenarios. Imagine each situation in detail, from what could go wrong to how you would react. Plan your responses. Think, about concrete actions you could take to address each scenario. Practical example: suppose you have an important presentation at work. During negative viewing, you imagine that the projector may fail. Instead of panicking, you visualize how you would handle the situation. Maybe you have a plan B, like taking printouts or using a flip chart. By mentally preparing yourself for this scenario, you reduce anxiety and increase your confidence. Benefits: reduced fear of the unknown. By imagining worst-case scenarios, you become more prepared and less fearful of unforeseen events. Strengthening emotional resilience. This practice helps you develop a calmer, more rational mindset, even in difficult situations. Increased confidence. Knowing that you are prepared to deal with adversity increases your self-confidence and sense of control. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with simple situations and gradually progress to more complex scenarios. Use a journal to write down scenarios and your planned responses. This can help solidify your mental preparation. Combine this practice with Stoic morning meditation to create a complete ritual of reflection and preparation. Inspirational phrase: what you fear may not happen, but if it does, you will be prepared. Docenica Practice 3. Stoic Gratitude. What is it? Stoic gratitude is a practice that involves reflecting on the things you are grateful for. In Stoicism, gratitude is not just a passing feeling, but a tool for cultivating humility, perspective, and emotional resilience. This practice reminds us to value what we have, even in the face of adversity, and to recognize that many of the things we take for granted are actually precious gifts. How to do it? Set aside a few minutes. Choose a quiet time in the morning, right after you wake up or during your morning meditation. Reflect on 3 things. Think about 3 things you are grateful for. They can be big achievements or small everyday pleasures. Write it down or mentalize it. If you prefer, write these things down in a journal or simply reflect on them mentally. Deepen reflection. Ask yourself why these things are important to you and how your life would be different without them. Practical example. Imagine that you are reflecting on your gratitude for your health. You may think, today I am grateful to have the health and energy to carry out my tasks. Without this, my life would be much more difficult and limited. This reflection not only increases your appreciation for health, but also strengthens your motivation to care for your well-being. Benefits. Cultivating humility. Gratitude reminds us that many of the things we have are the result of other people's efforts or favorable circumstances, which makes us more humble and connected with others. Increased emotional resilience. By focusing on the good in us, even in difficult times, we develop a more positive and resilient mindset. Improved overall well-being. Studies show that gratitude is associated with higher levels of happiness and life satisfaction. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with simple things, like a roof over your head, food, or the company of someone special. As the practice becomes a habit, you can expand into deeper aspects of your life. Use a gratitude journal to write down your daily reflections. This helps to consolidate the habit and track your progress over time. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and introspection. Inspirational phrase: gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the mother of all others. Cicero practice. 4. Setting intentions for the day. What is it? Setting intentions for the day is a practice that involves establishing a clear purpose and directing your actions consciously. In Stoicism, the idea of living with intention is deeply linked to the concept of virtue and the focus on what really matters. This practice helps you start your day with clarity, avoiding distractions and ensuring your actions are aligned with your values and goals. How to do it? Set aside a few minutes. Choose a quiet time in the morning, right after you wake up or during your morning meditation. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve today? What is my purpose for this day? 3. Set 1 or 2 intentions. Choose intentions that are specific, realistic, and aligned with your values. 4. Write it down or mentalize it. If you prefer, write your intentions in a diary or simply reflect on them mentally. Practical example. Imagine you have a busy day at work. Your intention might be, today, I'm going to focus on finishing my project and being patient with my team. By setting this intention, you create a clear guide for your actions throughout the day, helping you stay focused and avoid distractions. Benefits. Increased focus. Having a clear intention helps you prioritize what really matters and avoid distractions. Alignment with values. This practice ensures that your actions are aligned with your values and goals, increasing your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Stress reduction. Knowing what you want to achieve and how you plan to do it reduces anxiety and feelings of overwhelm. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with simple, specific intentions, such as, today I will listen more and talk less, or I will dedicate 1 hour to my personal project. Use a journal to write down your daily intentions. This helps to consolidate the habit and track your progress over time. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and planning. Inspirational phrase. What you do today can improve all your tomorrows. Ralph Marston. Practice 5. Inspiring reading. What is it? Inspirational reading is a practice that involves reading an excerpt from a book or Stoic text to start the day with wisdom and reflection. In Stoicism, reading is not just a way of acquiring knowledge, but a tool for cultivating virtue and mental clarity. This practice helps you connect with the teachings of the great Stoic philosophers and apply their wisdom in your everyday life. How to do it. 1. Choose a text. Select an excerpt from a Stoic book, such as Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or Letters to Lucilius by Seneca. Set aside a few minutes. Choose a quiet time in the morning, right after you wake up or during your morning meditation. To read and reflect. Read the excerpt carefully and reflect on how you can apply the wisdom to your day. Write down insights. If you prefer, write your reflections in a journal to consolidate your learnings. Practical example. Imagine you are reading the following passage from Meditations. You have power over your mind, not over external events. Recognize this, and you will find strength. As you reflect on this phrase, you might think about how you can apply it when dealing with challenges at work or at home. For example, if you have a difficult meeting, you can focus on controlling your reaction rather than worrying about what others will say. Benefits. Cultivating wisdom. Reading Stoic texts helps you connect with ancient wisdom and apply it in your everyday life. Increased mental clarity. This practice strengthens your ability to reflect and make informed decisions, increasing your mental clarity and focus. Strengthening emotional resilience. By remembering Stoic teachings, you develop a more serene and balanced mindset, capable of dealing with adversity. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with short, simple passages, such as a sentence or paragraph, and gradually progress to longer texts. Use a journal to write down your reflections and insights. This helps you consolidate your learnings and track your progress over time. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and introspection. Inspirational phrase. Reading is to the mind what exercise is to the body. Joseph Addison. Practice. 6. Moderate physical exercise. What is it? Moderate physical exercise is a practice that involves moving the body to energize the mind and prepare the body for the day. In Stoicism, the connection between body and mind is essential for overall well-being. This practice is not about exhaustion or intense training, but about movements that help awaken the body, improve circulation, and increase mental clarity. How to do it? 1. Choose an activity. It could be stretching, yoga, a short walk, or any other form of movement you enjoy. Set aside 10 to 15 minutes. Choose a time in the morning, right after waking up or before starting your tasks. Focus on breathing. During the activity, pay attention to your breathing and your body movements. 4. Stay consistent. Do this daily to make it a habit and reap the long-term benefits. Practical example. Imagine you decide to do 10 minutes of stretching in the morning. As you stretch, you focus on your breathing and movements, feeling muscle tension dissipate and energy flow through your body. This simple practice helps you wake up fully and feel more energetic for the day. Benefits. Increased energy. Moderate exercise helps awaken the body and mind, increasing your stamina and mental clarity. Stress reduction. Moving your body releases endorphins, which help reduce stress and improve your mood. Improved physical health. This practice strengthens the connection between body and mind, promoting general well-being. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with simple activities such as stretching or a short walk, and gradually progress to other forms of exercise if desired. Use a journal to write down your activities and how you feel after each session. This helps to consolidate the habit and track your progress. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and movement. Inspirational phrase: the body is your temple. Keep it pure and clean for the soul to dwell in. BKS Iyengar. Practice. 7. Stoic diary. Journaling. What is it? Stoic journaling, or journaling, is a practice that involves writing about your thoughts, emotions, and experiences to reflect on the previous day and plan for the current day. In Stoicism, writing is a powerful tool for cultivating self-awareness, self-discipline, and mental clarity. This practice helps you process emotions, learn from past experiences, and set clear intentions for the future. How to do it? Choose a quiet time. Take a few minutes in the morning or evening to write. 2. Reflect on the previous day. Ask yourself, what did I learn yesterday? What can I improve? Run. Plan the current day. Ask yourself, what do I want to achieve today? How can I act in accordance with my virtues? Write down your reflections. Write honestly and openly, without worrying about form or grammar. Practical example. Imagine you are reflecting on a conflict at work. You might write, yesterday, I dealt with a conflict on my team. I realized that I need to be more patient and listen more. Today, I will focus on listening carefully and reacting calmly. This reflection helps you learn from the experience and prepare to act more consciously in the future. Benefits. Increased self-awareness. Writing helps you process emotions and better understand your thoughts and behaviors. Strengthening self-discipline. By reflecting on your actions and intentions, you develop a more disciplined and focused mindset. Improved mental clarity. This practice helps you organize your thoughts and set clear intentions for the day. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with short, simple reflections, like 1 or 2 sentences, and gradually progress to longer texts if desired. Use a physical or digital journal to write down your reflections. This helps to consolidate the habit and track your progress over time. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and introspection. Inspirational phrase. Writing is a form of therapy. Sometimes I wonder how those who don't write compose, or paint manage to escape the madness, melancholy, panic, and fear inherent in the human condition. Graham Greene. Practice 8. Mindfulness. When waking up, what is it? Mindfulness. When waking up is a practice that involves being present in the moment when you wake up, avoiding distractions, and focusing on your breathing. In Stoicism, the idea of being present in the moment is deeply linked to the concept of acceptance and focusing on what really matters. This practice helps you start your day with calm and clarity, reducing anxiety and increasing a sense of control. How to do it? Avoid picking up your cell phone. As soon as you wake up, resist the temptation to check emails, social networks, or news. Breathe deeply. Sit in bed or a comfortable chair and breathe deeply for 1 to 2 minutes. Focus on breathing. Pay attention to the sensation of air moving in and out of your body. 4. Be present. If your mind wanders, bring it back to the present moment by focusing on your breathing. Practical example. Imagine that you wake up and, instead of reaching for your cell phone, you decide to practice mindfulness when you wake up. You sit on the bed, close your eyes, and breathe deeply for 1 minute. During this time, you focus on the sensation of air moving in and out of your body, letting go of worries and distractions. This simple practice helps you start your day with calm and presence. Benefits: reduced anxiety. By focusing on your breathing and the present moment, you reduce anxiety and feelings of overwhelm. Increased mental clarity. This practice helps you start your day with a clearer, more focused mind. Strengthening emotional resilience. By being present in the moment, you develop a more serene and balanced mindset, capable of dealing with challenges throughout the day. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with 1 minute of conscious breathing and gradually increase the time as you feel more comfortable. Use a gentle alarm clock and avoid loud sounds that can increase stress upon waking. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and introspection. Inspirational phrase: the secret of health for the mind and body is not to regret the past, not to worry about the future, not to anticipate problems, but to live the present moment with wisdom and seriousness. Buddha. Practice 9. Review of Stoic virtues. What is it? The Stoic Virtues Review is a practice that involves reflecting on the 4 main virtues of Stoicism: wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. These virtues are considered the pillars of a virtuous and balanced life. By reviewing them in the morning, you prepare yourself to act with integrity and purpose throughout the day, aligning your actions with your deepest values. How to do it? Set aside a few minutes. Choose a quiet time in the morning, right after you wake up or during your morning meditation. Review the virtues. Think about each of the 4 virtues and how you can apply them to your day. Wisdom. Act with discernment and seek knowledge. Courage. Facing challenges with bravery and resilience. Fairness. Treating others with fairness and respect. Self-control. Mastering your impulses and emotions. Set specific intentions. Ask yourself, how can I practice these virtues today? Write it down or mentalize it. If you prefer, write your reflections in a diary or simply reflect on them mentally. Practical example. Imagine you are reviewing the virtues and decide to focus on courage and justice. Your intention might be, today, I will practice courage by giving honest feedback to my team, and fairness by treating everyone with respect and fairness. By setting these intentions, you create a clear guide for your actions throughout the day. Benefits. Alignment with values. This practice ensures that your actions are aligned with your values and goals, increasing your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Strengthening integrity. By reviewing virtues, you develop a more ethical and conscious mindset, capable of making decisions aligned with what really matters. Increased emotional resilience. Practicing virtues such as courage and self-control helps you deal with challenges in a more balanced and serene way. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with one virtue per day and gradually work your way up to reviewing all 4 virtues. Use a journal to write down your reflections and intentions. This helps to consolidate the habit and track your progress over time. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and introspection. Inspirational phrase: virtue is nothing more than reason in action. Greece, Seneca Practice 10, detachment from results. What is it? Detachment from results is a Stoic practice that involves focusing on the process, not just the results. In Stoicism, the idea that the effort is under our control, but the result is not, is one of the pillars of the philosophy. This practice teaches us to devote our energy to what we can control, our actions, intentions, and attitudes, and to accept that the end results are beyond our control. How to do it? Identify your actions. Think about the tasks and goals you have for the day. 2. Focus on effort. Ask yourself, what can I do today to do my best, regardless of the outcome? 3. Embrace uncertainty. Remember that although you can control your actions, results depend on external factors. Reflect on the journey. Value the process and learning, instead of focusing only on the end result. Practical example: imagine you are preparing an important presentation at work. Instead of worrying excessively about how others will react, you decide to focus on the process, research well, prepare clear content, and practice delivering it. By doing this, you feel more confident and less anxious, knowing you did your best regardless of the outcome. Benefits: reduced anxiety. By focusing on what is in your control, you reduce excessive worry about outcomes that may not depend on you. Increased motivation. Valuing the process and effort helps you stay motivated, even when results are not immediate. Strengthening emotional resilience. Accepting the uncertainty of results develops a more serene and balanced mindset, capable of dealing with unforeseen events. Tips to incorporate into your routine. Start with simple tasks and gradually progress to more complex goals. Use a journal to write down your reflections on the effort and results. This helps to consolidate the habit and track your progress over time. Combine this practice with others, such as Stoic morning meditation, to create a complete ritual of reflection and introspection. Inspirational phrase: what is in our power to do is also in our power not to do. Aristotle. Now that you know the 10 Stoic practices, it's time to put them into action. I propose a 7-day challenge for you to try these practices and feel the benefits in your own life. Choose 3 practices that resonate most with you and commit to doing them every day for a week. For example, you can choose Stoic morning meditation to start the day with mental clarity. 2. Stoic gratitude to cultivate a positive mindset. Setting intentions for the day to maintain focus and purpose. At the end of the 7 days, reflect on how these practices impacted your morning routine and your life as a whole. Do you feel calmer, more focused, and prepared to face challenges? Share your experience in the video comments. Engagement, 250 words. If you like these practices and want to delve deeper into Stoicism, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell to receive notifications of new content. I want to help more and more people transform their lives with the teachings of Stoicism, and your support is fundamental to this. Also, leave in the comments, which practice did you like the most? Did you already know Stoicism? How was your experience with the 7-day challenge? Your participation is very important to create an engaged community full of good energy. Let's build more powerful mornings and more meaningful days together. Throughout this video, we explore 10 Stoic practices for a powerful morning, each designed to help you start the day with mental clarity, focus, and emotional balance. From Stoic morning meditation to detachment from results, these practices are simple yet deeply transformative tools that you can incorporate into your daily routine. Remember that Stoicism is not just an ancient philosophy, is a practical guide to modern life. By applying these principles, you will not only transform your mornings, but also strengthen your ability to deal with challenges, reduce anxiety, and live with more purpose and integrity.